I'm Jessica May, and I am a personal injury attorney here at Farah Farah. I practice mostly personal injury, so that's pertaining to car accidents, premise liability cases, slip and falls, and some trucking cases as well. I am a licensed Georgia attorney, but I am located in the Jacksonville, Florida office. Both of my parents were in law enforcement. That is how they met and got married, and the rest is history. So I've always had some type of law enforcement background in me. So I just remember growing up with the law books around everywhere in our library, in our office. So I was just like, my parents are in law enforcement. They love the law. I'm just going to see if I can venture into it. So when I was 7 years old, I knew I wanted to be an attorney. But one case that probably particularly stood out for me, my very first case that I had here at Farah Farah. And my client, he was in a very bad accident. It was a T-bone. His car flipped over, and actually the passenger door fell off of his car. So, and him and his fiance were in the car at the time. And the gear shift that was at the middle of between him and his fiance kind of shifted into his knee, causing severe injuries to his knee, and then he had severe injuries to his back and his neck. As every client would be, as every human being would be, if they're injured and, they want answers, they want a settlement because you're injured, you had to stop work because of this injury, you are out of a car because of this injury, because of course the car was totaled. So of course you want something, you want some compensation for your injuries. The insurance company that we started off with gave us a very low offer. And I told my client, listen, we cannot accept this. Your injuries are way worse than what they are trying to offer you. And I, in good conscience, could not let you accept this offer. But my client was very adamant. He really wanted to settle. He wanted to get this case over with. But after having long conversations with him and literally talk to him every single day, to a point where he used to call me and say, this is your favorite client? And I said, yes, you are my favorite client. And after I was talking to him for a long time, I said, listen, if we just hold out a little bit longer, we can get what we need out of this insurance company. Because sometimes they want you to accept that first offer. They want you to just give up so easily. And I'm just not that person or that attorney to do that. I am resilient. I am determined. So we held out for a month or two, and they came back with policy limits. So now my client walked away with probably $30,000 more than what he was going to get originally. So that was a case that stood out to me. It helped me to understand that being resilient is not always annoying. It's actually what's needed for your clients, and to advocate for them at all costs, and to also talk to them and let them know, listen, I'm the attorney, so I want you to get the best out of this case. So let's continue to push forward. Let's try to keep going. Let's be resilient. Let's be determined so we can get you compensated fairly for this accident. We absolutely put the client first in all that we do, especially in our work. We make sure we contact our clients each month just to give them an update or just to check in on them. So we definitely always keep the client first. We make sure that the client feels that we are fighting for you, we're advocating for you, and we're here for you.